In this series of tutorials, we're going to be building a seashell configurator to make a seashell that looks very much like this one. And if we have a play with the sliders over on the side here, we can see that there are a number of parameters that we can change to change what the shell looks like. This one's tightness. Okay, that's a bit looser. Tighten it back up. And curl. So I've created a brand new spoke here, ready to create my seashell configurator. The first thing I'm going to do is create a poly circle, and the way I'm going to do that is by selecting a poly circle from the primitives menu there. And I want this poly circle to be not quite a circle, but a little bit variated, to give it a bit more of a natural look, I suppose. So I'm going to create an edit points atom, this time using the little shortcut menu there. And as you can see, when I created that edit points atom, the points come into view here on this poly circle, and I want to edit those. Now, with editing these, I want to make sure that I am editing them in the right direction. So if I'm shunting points around, I want to make sure that I'm moving them on the right axis. So if I press spacebar, I can shift the ground plane between different axes, and that's the one that I want there, because I want to keep these points in line with the circle when I change them. That'll do it, just a little bit of variation there. The next step is to create a move atom, and what I'm wanting to do here is I want to move this circle just a little bit over to the left, and the reason I want to do that is because I'm going to end up rotating this circle around the origin, and I want it to be slightly offset. So I could just move this handle, but I'm going to make it exactly move by 1 unit along the x-axis there. So I've just changed that directly in the parameter window there. Now I'm ready to rotate the circle, so I'm going to create a copy node, atom, and this is a very, very useful atom, this one. You can do rather a lot with it. So I'm going to set a number of the parameters on this copy atom up here. I want to make 32 copies, and each copy I want to rotate 30 degrees more than the last copy, and I want to scale on both the x and y axes so that each one is 0.9 of in relation to the previous one. So each copy is going to get slightly smaller, and it's going to get rotated by 30 degrees. So let's have a look at what we've got here. I'm going to use some of the built-in orthographic views here to have a look at what this looks like. That's what it looks like from above. So I'm now starting to get this shell shape, and I'm ready to wrap a skin around this. Because I have a set of curves here, each which has an identical number of points, I can wrap a skin around it just by creating a skin atom and joining that up there, and you can see now I've got a skin around that shape, and we've got a seashell. Now when I showed this right at the beginning, we were looking at it in spoke mode. Let's go back to spoke mode. You can see there's no parameters up here at the moment. In the simplified view, what we still want to be able to do is we want the user to be able to configure a number of aspects of the seashell. So in the next video we're going to look at how to set that up.